What's up, y'all? As you know, it's MOD, and my behind is still up. It's 2:36 a.m. and I'm supposed to be in bed. I got class tomorrow, but for some reason I still can't get my sleep right, and it'll probably be there by next week. But I don't know. I was just vibing, and somehow I wanted to write, man. Sometimes I like to write stuff so I won't forget about my life. Sometimes I like to just sit, and I had to think, man. Like sometimes I have to. Ate something earlier. I'm sorry. That's disgusting. But yeah, sometimes I really like that. Damn, who am I? Who I was? It's just so much about my life that I even gotta remember what made me me. Like so sometimes I do things like one thing about me, man. When I was in high school, I was a totally different guy. Like they told me like a lot of things they put. I ended up in the remember wins. Yeah, I ended up in the remember wins before the yearbook dropped. I don't care who wrote it, but it was like they knew I lost my virginity my senior year, and they said some shit. It was like, no, it was some disrespectful shit, but it was kind of cool. I ended up in the remember wins, but for the most part, like mostly everybody, they told me not to change. Because I was cool. I was, you know what I'm saying. I guess I was outgoing. Like I did the most. I wasn't trying. I was just being myself. I guess I was a different person, and I'm still that same person. But it's just I've been through a lot, and sometimes life can change you. And sometimes I try to think, how can I become that person again? But you can never become that person again. But I'm so, what I'm saying, I'm happy because I'm alive. I'm happy because I have my family. I'm happy because my family loves me. And throughout all that I've been through, that stuff like that just makes me so happy to the point where it seems like nothing else matters. But I remember back then, a lot of them told me like, don't change who you are. You're a nice person. You're a sweet guy. And nowadays, I don't know what people think about me. Sometimes I feel like these females be scared to love me, like I'm just some boogeyman or something like that. But it don't matter. I might as well embrace this single life because I'm free. So I reflect a lot. I try not to. Even just sitting back in this room, like I remember stuff. It's like you can't neglect all you've been doing. What made you you. So all in all, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I look in the mirror and be like, who am I? And I try to really just try to get in touch to see if your pictures aren't out, my bad. I try to get in touch to see who is this guy. This one. That's weird, but yeah, I try to, somehow I think like, damn, what happened to that nigga? I try to find that guy, look at my yearbook picture, I be like, man. So that's what I do. I mean, hell, if you want to see, you know what I'm saying? Hell, I know I can't find this guy. I know I can't find him. But that's the cool thing about being a rapper, really just looking back on your life. Like a lot of stuff I say about my life or how I feel, I think a lot of people can't believe it, but it's what makes me me. So I'll just go around this room. I ain't gonna show you everything, but just little details because I'm a visual artist, but I'm a visual real artist. So I might as well before I keep just give you something real while I'm wasting your time this morning. If you consider that's my great grandmother. I never got the chance to meet her. She died a little before I was born, but my grandma, took care of her and Donnie. That's Donnie right here, my great aunt, and this is my mother right here, and that's my grandmother in the gold. My grandmother real flashy. That's her style. And as we go around, now mind you, some people I don't know, but you got friends. This is my mama. When I was little, she went to the Bahamas. We stayed with my grandmother for 2 years when we first moved to Savannah after we left Atlanta when I was little. and we stayed with my grandmother for 2 years before we went to Westlake. So my mom, I guess she needed a vacation, so she went out to the Bahamas with her friends, and I don't know who this nigga was. I was like, mama, who the fuck that was? That's what I was thinking at the time, but you know, girls like to have fun. Mama needed her break, but I didn't know that then. She just came back with a picture. I'm like, man, this nigga about to get killed. But this is my godmother, Judy, right there. That's Judy. This is Miss Renita right here, and that's my mother. They all went on a little vacation. I ain't never went to the Bahamas, but hopefully by the time I graduate, I'll be able to go to it on a cruise, man. Judy be looking at me like, boy, you better get right, but it's cool. I'm about to get right. And I guess I'll leave you that. Ronald E. McNair, 7th grade, most outstanding woodwind, music stuff. But I was just writing, you know what I'm saying? I gotta write. Now, don't get me wrong, man. I don't think MOD can't make a hit. It's just sometimes, man, it's not people, but I gotta draw something real. If I don't draw nothing real out, then what's the use of me actually making it if I don't tell my story? Either way, I don't care if I make a movie, write a book. I feel like I'm gonna tell my story, but that's besides the point. I'm here now. I'm here at going on 3 o'clock in the morning. I gotta go to sleep. So sometimes I think so far ahead. I be wanting to live. I be wanting something to, occupy my time. I'm at this point in my life. It's like, who knows what life has in store. I don't know if nobody ever feels that way, or if anybody feels that way. Even if you have your own, you still gonna wonder what life has in store. Sometimes I be like, man, I just want to seek excitement out of life, just to get my mind off of certain things that I don't even want to think about. It could be about the past, it could be about right now, what I'm going through currently. It's just some stuff I don't want to feel, and some stuff I want to become numb to it. I'm not depressed, I'm not, it's not the fact that I'm unhappy, it's just some stuff I don't want to feel, because you don't know if your mind gonna be able to take it, but God keeps me. He keeps my mind. So I write. This probably like my 11th time writing to this beat, but I love this beat because it breathes. It breathes, like. So it ain't gonna be perfect, but this is how I just jot. Like, this stuff like this comes easy, but I try to be, real. Like, don't knock me because it's like, just vibe, you know what I mean? It's rap. So I'm just gonna read it off. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna go to sleep. It seems ridiculous. Sip and drink before I was old enough to pop a bill. Once you see your mama tears, you can conquer fears. Idle minds cracking bottles while we trespass. Bust a nut, clean it off with a wet napkin. All they say is pay attention, stay consistent. Never thought it even took this much to make a difference. I learned the consequence of living fast, and I was out chasing tail, but should've went to class. I was more concerned with getting dope. Teachers looking at me like they knew something I didn't know. Since I was 9 years old, I was on the beat. The wild child is when my daddy kept me on the leash. Mama saw it in my face that I was unhappy. 14 years old, they pointing guns at me. And I remember clearly, no love lost. We just ducked off so they won't get near me. I remember birthdays out at Dave and Buster's. The middle child used to ask my mother for a baby brother. 3 kids is enough, already hard to raise. Making sure our stockings full over the holidays. Looked in my eyes and said, I ain't stepping in that house again. So much trauma it put all of us through counseling. At 5 I caught the Holy Ghost wearing a fleece coat. Flashbacks becoming foggy like a weed smoke. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to stop there, but that's the shit I be getting on, man. The shit that's really just deep. That really, I could get deeper, but you know what I'm saying. It's a long ass beat, you know what I'm saying? I wrote something I just wanted to stop there, but it's the shit I just be reflecting on, man. I think I had to think like, I do this shit for my family, I do this shit, but sometimes I be like, man, I gotta do this shit for me, I gotta do this shit to tell my story, to see how I really felt, man. Cause sometimes I think about it, and I think about life, even though I'm blessed, sometimes I like to forget a lot, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Hell, I have forgot a lot, but then again, I want to use my whole brain. And if I use my whole brain and I think, I analyze life totally different. If I couldn't do nothing right in my life, I knew my life was different from the day I was born. And I saw things differently. I don't know how my two sisters saw like, oh, my sisters, I know if they was like some rappers, shit. If me and both my sisters were some rappers, I'm no rapper, so I gotta tell you. I'm proud to though. I don't know, like, shit, it's gonna come out. And this is how it is. So I kind of know how my life is gonna be, even when I graduate. I'm saying when, not if, because it is gonna happen. God is so good to me. But even when I graduate, I see how my life is gonna be. I see how my life is now. I see how my life is supposed to be, and I'll be like, man, this is for me. Any other person would be asleep. Any other person being some pussy right now. Any other person would be not worrying about shit like this. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be alive. I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to have my family. But I'm just the type of person I want more, and I want to follow my dreams. I don't know if nobody else is like that, but I'm like that, and it's just something I can't help. So, it's no sob story. It's just my life. My life. Like, I don't even know half, but I like what I do. So it ain't too much I can say, man. You know what I'm saying? It's nighttime. It's the right time to do the real thing. So, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't doing that, you might as well go to sleep. So, I'm about to go to sleep. And hopefully, I'll be able to catch up with myself by the weekend. And I'll be able to get the right full amount of sleep. You know, because that's what I really need to do. Because I just been going hard for this shit for a minute now. But yeah, man, I just wanted to level a little bit, man. I be really trying to rap this shit to get this shit out. But for the most part, man, I'm trying to become a better person. But I'm gonna pursue my dreams. I'm gonna pursue my dreams, man. I want to become a better person because I feel like I need to. I spoke to my mama today, and you know what I'm saying? It was good. I ain't spoke to her in a while. Me and my mama always be off and on, and I don't even know why. We be off and on. And now, you know what I'm saying? Me and my daddy, we ain't on the same page now. When shit like that happens, you really think like, damn, why shit go on? Is it me? Is it them that's changing? What am I doing? I'm just trying to be better. But you know, I think my mama understand. Like me and my mama, we used to it. We done got used to it, man. Me and my mama talk about this stuff more. You know, she used to always be like, well, since we was little, let me tell you. I can tell you about this, man. I'm gonna go to sleep all the time. I don't go to sleep till like 6:30 and all. Even when I just be hearing my mind just be racing, but my mind is kind of clear now. Maybe it's because I wrote that rhyme, but you know the thing is with me and my sisters, when we was a little, me and my older sister, so-called, you know what I'm saying. I guess my younger sister thought we was closer, but you know how it is with older siblings always. Close to understand, but you know she the younger sister, and so Latifah she was the tattletale, but you always got a tattletale, you know what I'm saying, and she outgrew it after a while, and I'm talking about we wasn't no older kids, we was like, oh yeah, Latifah was like 6, I was 8, Apple was 10, around that age, when mama used to be out at work, we'd be at the house, we had to get Latifah right, and sneak cookies, don't tell mama, don't do this or whatever like that, so that's why it was like that. And you know, that's my sister. But my mom always told us, like, you know, she shouldn't feel that way. Y'all gonna be separated when y'all get older. I never liked it. My mom kept saying that for years, and I was like why you bringing it up? Sometimes you don't even want to talk about stuff because you don't want to bring it up into existence. And I kind of felt that way then, like. And now, as I'm older, like I realize that is true. That's why, you know, most of the time I keep my mouth closed. I don't like to really just say too much. That's wrong. Even when I freestyle, if I say something that's wrong, I say, man, don't put that on wax, man. We gotta do that over. And I love freestyling. But besides the music, you know, I used to be like, mama, don't speak that into existence. And long in the whole, it's harder to keep my family together. We always had a small family. And we never liked it, but we just had to make do with what we had. And it kind of made me appreciate and love my family even more because we made it as a small family. My grandma was strong. My grandma is the rock. She led an example by it. She always lived the life before us. set an example, and we kind of coming back to that. At least I am. And my little sister was always that girl, since she was level-headed, obedient and everything. But besides me and my mama, and ever since I was young, like little, me and my mama had this back and forth thing, but it's all love though, man. So I had to probably talk to her, no disrespect stuff, but it was just how me and my mama rock, man. I don't really realize why it's like that, but God is so good because we still love each other unconditionally, man. And she understands what I'm trying to do. I just want the best and I want the most for all of us. And I feel like I can't get it with just a regular ass like $10 an hour. With that type of life, you probably can't even take care of yourself too much where you want to. I want the best, man. I want my mama. I want my whole family to be proud of me. And it's gonna happen. That's what I'm speaking on now. I mean, I know you might not be able to understand. That's why I'm gonna stop talking. But yeah, I just be kicking this rhyme shit, man. Hopefully you'll vibe. So I don't even know if that's gonna go on the record, but you know what I'm saying? Cause I don't even know if I like that flow. But I know I just be doing it, man. I do it because I love it. I'm doing this for years. So yeah, man. Good night. If my little future wife or boo thing is out there, I gotta look sexy at her. Good night, good night, man. Good night, though. Peace. I'll leave. Thanks.